Really just climb on it too with 2 strikes. I mean, his toes are on the chalk.
I think you have to challenge Aschenbeck to go inside. I really do.
Right field towards the line. Laviolette giving it a run. He dives. It's off his glove. Curley to second. That's going to be a double. A diving effort from Laviolette, but Curley is on his 2nd hit of the night.
And the freshman just continues to impress. This ball, I think Laviolette thought this ball was going to carry a little further than it did. And by the time it got to him, it was really just kind of nose diving. Thought he needed to leave his feet to make the play and just can't quite finish the catch. The head bounces just a touch, and he just can't quite secure it. Curley with now his 2nd hit of the ball game as he continues an impressive showing here at the World Series.
Aschenbeck has to buckle down now. He's got Peebles, the DH, the 8th hitter in the lineup. Bounces one and no advancement from Curley. Dean Curley has 9 hits in Omaha. He's a freshman. Single and a double tonight to add to what has been an incredible run for him here. Aschenbeck was up yesterday in what was obviously a tight game late. They didn't go to him because if for some reason they couldn't hold the lead, he likely wouldn't be able to be used tonight, and they would put in jeopardy what their plan was. This is their plan. That one is again towards that foul line. Laviolette and Burton going after it. Laviolette makes a great running catch. Curley to third, and they will cut it off there. Really good play by Jace Laviolette.
That's a few really goods right there. This is where the size of foul territory can really help you steal some outs, and that curved wall that goes down the right field line. The further that Laviolette goes, the more room that he has to make this play. That's heads up base running by Dean Curley too. One out, gets back, ready to tag, and Laviolette from right field has to basically make that throw on the run. No chance to get Curley, who's now 90 feet away.
And the hero, one of them from yesterday, is at the plate. Cal Stark. Behind 0-1. I'm telling you, fellas, and you know it, a couple of days ago, Laviolette's not getting to that baseball.
No. We've seen him moving around just fine today. That was impressive there, too, how he stayed on his feet to finish that one off. Easy to get scared by that railing.
0-1 to Stark, looking for some 2-out magic.
Wait.
Aschenbeck and this crowd recognized it. A strike away from stranding the runner at third base and avoiding the top of the Volunteers batting order.
Wait.
It's a good take by Stark, the catcher, not to go fishing. And a squibber to first. Burton will field it himself. Stark is out. Curley stranded. Good job by Aschenbeck. 7th coming up.
your team wherever they take you. With over 30 hotel brands, Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan.
Hey there, it's Ashley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich are those bold flavors. The crispy bacon paired with the smoky grilled chicken breast gives this sandwich a little sizzle of sweetness.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
We just signed the lease on our third shop. My assistant went to customink.com to get new uniforms with all the locations. He found great products, uploaded new art, and had boxes sent to all the shops. Custom Ink makes it so easy. Get started today at customink.com.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos gum. Yes to fresh.
BK melts full of flame grilled layers. Meet the new Philly, it's stacked with flavor. Juicy beef and melty cheese. All these toppings will make you say sheesh. BK, have it your way.
To the people of Omaha, we just wanted to say thank you. For 2 weeks of serving up incredible baseball, food, drinks, sunshine, but most importantly, the hospitality, handshakes, and smiles. The greatest sporting events are the ones where you can't imagine the event without the town or the town without the event. In Omaha, we can't imagine any of this without you. Thank you.
Well said, Ryan McGee. Thank you, Ryan. Of course, to the people like Jack and Terry Deasing who do such a great job each and every year with this College World Series. Paulie and Karen Griego, folks at Oak Hills and Happy Hollow and Shadow Ridge, Omaha Prime. Kyle Peterson for his hospitality as the mayor of this city. They'll check first, and they say Camarillo went.
Glad y'all enjoy it.
We love it.
We kind of like this place.
We know how spoiled we are to be here, and so do these people, man. They have flocked here to see, again, 2 SEC teams as they continue their dominance over this sport. The 0-2 to Camarillo didn't miss by much. And you could feel, too, yesterday in the stadium, 7th inning, 1-0, and all of a sudden it got a little quieter. Here we are at the top of the 7th, 3-1, Tennessee getting close to claiming their first ever championship. Camarillo will not chase.
Yeah, it's easy to get to this part of the ball game and start counting outs. For Tennessee, they get a 2-run lead. You can start feeling like all we got to do is get 9 outs. And for the Aggies, the weight of trying to produce some offense can start to fill up that dugout. The game is played so much where we always talk about go get them tomorrow, go get them. Like when you finally play in a game where there isn't a tomorrow,
100%,
you really feel it.
And it's not only that there's not a tomorrow to play, there's not a tomorrow when you're going to have all of these teammates and family members around you like this. That's a swing and a miss and a fist pump from Stark.
He Snead using that cutter a little bit more tonight. Fastball's 95, 96. The cutter will be right around 90, and you can see just that's grip and throw straight through the baseball. Plenty of velocity and enough movement to get it off of Camarillo's bat.
Kent popped straight up, giving chase both Amick and Stark, and there was no play, and they had a lot of help over there. Vitello, if Stark is sort of a mirror image of him, that means he's passionate and intense and loyal. This guy, man, he barks orders and they fall in line. And was he fired up early yesterday's game? Was he fired up?
I don't know that I've seen a warning on the 3rd pitch of the game.
Team ended up winning on the 0-1. 1-1. Can't hit that hard. That's a single right up the middle as he turned around a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
There's the Caden Kent we've been seeing this entire postseason. Something out and over the middle of the plate, and that is a rocket. And we got ourselves a pinch hitter here as Ryan Targach, who hit yesterday off Nate Snead and made this thing very interesting with a deep fly out to right field, is going to get another opportunity to hit off Snead.
The significance of the number on his back, and everyone that's got that jersey right there. One of the great traditions in college sports, the 12th man. Targach took Snead to the track yesterday. And this is the time that Jim Schlossnagle says we're pulling it. Targach has got a little of the Kyle Schwarber body to him, and he's got that same power.
Well, Tennessee knows it's got a report on Targach too. Fastball, he can turn around. He showed you that last night. I mean, he just missed hitting that ball out to tie it. First pitch from Snead, a breaking ball, and he didn't see a breaking ball the entire at bat yesterday.
Top of the zone, goes 1-1. He turned a fastball around yesterday, foul, that almost hit the blat out there in right field, beyond the right field wall. Quick bat. He's already had one remarkable moment in this season. Does he have another one?
Not a true fastball yet, I don't think. That was a changeup there that kind of drifted up and arm side. Targach only one home run this year, but 28 in his career.
And everyone on the first base side in maroon is up. 3 balls and a strike, and that's going to cause a meeting from Stark. KP, you said you had tears in your eyes after this.
Cool moment. Really cool moment. It was ultimately a walk-off enter, but it was a 10-run game, so it's a little bit different walk-off. But for Targach, I mean, this guy was an all-SEC second baseman at one point. How many home runs in his career? 28, 29. But the place went absolutely crazy. He came from coaching first base. Schloss yelled at him to run into the dugout and grab a bat. And you got to think at that point, if you're Targach, you're thinking this may be the last at bat.
100%.
But he's been ready when they call his number, and they've done it back-to-back nights.
Well, you can tell how Tennessee's respecting him, too. I mean, they have been very careful. Interestingly so, more careful in this at-bat than they were yesterday.
It's a 3-1 count, usually a fastball count. And they walk Targach, and now you got 2 men on. They respected him in a big way. The leadoff man, Grahovac, is coming up, and he's got a chance to put him ahead. Interesting move right there by Schlossnagle here in the 7th to go to that bullet.
It just played out perfectly for A&M.
Sure did.
And you get Caden Kent on the 9 holes Travis Chestnut, who they're going to pinch hit for anyway in that situation. And it's the same matchup they got last night. Now A&M with 2 on, turning the lineup over, and the left-hander Dylan Loy up and working in that Tennessee bullpen.
Yeah, and it's quite obvious here with Snead that the fastball is not the same as it was yesterday. Yesterday we saw everything 97 to 99. The fastballs,
many of them.
Yeah, and the ones we've seen were 94. So I think part of that tells you that the fastball's just not quite got to life today. The fact that they're going to different parts of the arsenal. Man, did they pitch Ryan Targach very carefully there. Didn't even throw him a 3-1 heater. And now you turn it over to the 2 scariest dudes in this order.
He wears number 12. He's at first base. Caden Kent with his single is at second, and the freshman Grahovac looking for that big hit. 23 times he's left the building. He was trying to lean into one, and he held off. Grahovac all over that, and he pulled it foul.
The pitch selection is very different today for Snead than it usually is. I mean, he's usually well over 60% fastball usage. We've seen a lot of cutters. We saw a slider to start this at bat.
Grahovac led off yesterday's game with a homer. It's getting loud here at Charles Schwab Field. 2-1. The left-handed hitting Laviolette is due up next, and that's one of the reasons they got a couple of lefties out there in that bullpen right now working for the Vols. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 2-2. Took something off of it and had some movement away. You can feel it here right now, both sides standing. Grahovac hits this one to right. Tears is there. Kent at second, tags, heads to third. Strong throw is just offline. And that's a huge out, and now maybe the most critical at bat of this game.
Well, left on left. Do you go down to the bullpen right now?
Well, something to think about. Laviolette 353 with 13 homers versus left-handers this year. So, you know,
the splits are reversed.
The splits are reversed from a batting average standpoint. He does have more homers against right-handers. He also has a bunch more at bats. I mean, you're talking about 13 homers and 83 at bats.
Vitello had his clipboard out. He looked at some numbers. It looks like we're going to leave Snead in to face Laviolette. What a matchup. Nope. Ball one. What do you think? Leave him in? You like it because of the reverse splits?
Yeah, I think this is your guy. I think Nate Snead been the guy. Him and Kirby Connell been the guys at the back end of the games all year long. The game's on the line. It's a big spot to bring a freshman Dylan Loy into.
Laviolette, high chopper. That's Moore, who's at first. Burke, he got the foot down. What a play. It bounced over Burke's head. Moore was there, and Burke does some fancy footwork to end the inning.
Tell you what, early in the day, he would have been a little bit too far, but Blake Burke goes up, tries to get into the presence of mind to get back. Ball, look down, just clip enough of first base. It's stretch time in Omaha. 3-1 Tennessee.
Doug.
Limu, someone needs to customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Let's fly. I thought you were right behind me. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At Cracker Barrel, we're putting a little sting in every bite of our fried chicken. But our new sweet heat sauce will have you saying, ooh, not ow. What are you waiting for? Buzz on in and try it. And now, get here early for deals on dinner classics.
Marathon knows that fans are the true co-pilot of any team. So for every grill master, all-star athlete, and face paint fixer, Marathon is here to keep you and your team fueled. Because we're driven together.
For years, they competed against each other. But every 4 years, they take on the world. They represent our schools and our country. We are proud to say, Olympians are made here.
I want to be remembered as a legend, remembered as, a great teammate, a good person, a guy that gave his all for Tennessee each and every day, and there was never a question about it. If I can have those three things passed down, I did my job here at Tennessee.
Guys, when Simo and I talked on Friday, he said, I have thought about winning a national championship almost every day for the last 3 years. The 2022 team couldn't get here as the #1 seed. He goes back to last year in Omaha, replays all of the at-bats in his head. and said, this is the year. I got to remind myself when I'm at the plate, slow down. But he said, I can visualize the national championship.
Well, he certainly helped get him to this spot, and he's helped already with one homer. He golfs this one to right. That's where Caden Sorrell has moved, and he is under it to make the play. Get you those defensive changes for Schlossnagel. In the outfield, Grahovac is now in left. Laviolette is in center. Sorrell is in right. Targac is now at second base. Caden Kent has moved to third base. And Aschenbeck continues to get outs. Moore, a Brooklyn kid. He was in a couple of different high schools, ended up at Suffield Academy in Connecticut. They were on him because of his older brother. Really enjoyed that experience, as this one is smoked to left center field. Off the bat of Burke, Laviolette's calling it, and they nearly collided with each other. And again, the change of Grahovac into left field, Laviolette to center. They haven't been communicating with each other all game, but it is caught by Grahovac.
Yeah, I don't know that Laviolette trusted his buddy that's been playing third base all year. He's thinking, let me just go ahead and finish this one off, big fella. But fortunately for the Aggies, Grahovac stays camped and keeps his concentration, which is not easy to do with 6'6" bearing down on you. How about the athleticism of Grahovac just going out there and moving around?
Yeah, and his arm moved right before that ball got in that glove. So we've had 2 pitches and 2 quick outs. And this guy would love to get on track. Billy Amick is 0 for 3 tonight. Aschenbeck's first pitch is down. Snead's reaction after that play, which Laviolette bounced it over Burke's head and Moore was over there, was fairly incredible. He knew that was a huge part of this lineup and this game.
Burke's had one heck of a ball game. 2 for 4. His 2 outs are both balls that are basically going to hit the base of the wall.
Yep.
The defensive plays, the base running play, I mean, he has really impacted this game.
Aschenbeck falls behind 3-1. So Amick, who's been so good all year, and a comfortable hitting count with Dreiling on deck. And he smokes one into left. That was up, and that's the pitch Amick was waiting for. He will take a big turn. And a 2-out hit for Billy Amick. Reminder, first round this year's NHL draft. That's Friday, 7 Eastern, ESPN and ESPN+. The Sharks go first, then the Blackhawks. The NHL draft, we're going to be at the Sphere. That's in Las Vegas, Friday, 7 Eastern time, ESPN and ESPN+.
The Tennessee hockey sweater. I don't see that very often.
No.
This is maybe not the night that you want to wear a hockey sweater.
Pretty bold.
We had a Tennessee Augusta shirt yesterday, golf shirt. Anything orange. Swing and a miss there, and a big one from Dreiling. This guy has been so clutch all year long, really. And it's only ticked up here in the postseason. That ball is lifted deep to right. Laviolette is at the track. Check that, it's not Laviolette, it's Sorrell, and it is gone! A huge 2-run home run, and that is a big, big shot for clutch man Dylan Dreiling. Just over the leap of Sorrell. I don't think if Laviolette was there, he'd have a chance. How about Dylan Dreiling? A 2-run shot to make it 5-1, and he is homered in all 3 of the World Series games.
That just might be your most outstanding player in the College World Series right there. Dylan Dreiling has put on a show. Got a slider, backspun it just enough to run it out. Change this game, man. 3-1, I think, offensively for A&M. You're a bloop and a blast away. Now you got to put a lot more together right now, and for Aschenbeck, that doesn't happen very often.
No, and I tell you, the Amick at bat, Amick had struggled so bad. He got that 3-1 pitch, got the single on the ground past the dive of Kent. And the Volunteers here in the bottom of the 7th are feeling real good right now.
Well, you said it, Ravi. Amick got a mistake. And with 2 outs and nobody on, he hits a line drive to left center. And then Dylan Dreiling looked like a changeup, KP, and he kind of cuts it. The wind has really softened. He misses it just a touch, but he launches it into the air, and this ball just never came down. Sorrell tracks it, and he just runs out of real estate, did everything he could to bring that ball back in. And Dylan Dreiling with the smile of somebody that has just come up with clutch hit after clutch hit, really all year long, but certainly here in Omaha.
He's been great, and that is a home run in all of these finals games. And they had just moved Laviolette, who robbed a home run earlier in this World Series, to center field. He's got a handful of inches on Sorrell.
Just never know.
You never know.
I just can't believe how that ball stayed in the air, because there isn't much wind, but what wind there is kind of coming in from right center. And that ball just kept carrying.
It did not cross my mind when the ball came off the bat that it had a chance to leave. I mean, it just looked like fly ball to right, 3-1 game. Here come the Aggies, and Dreiling had a little bit different plan.
How good has he been all season? After a meeting with Wiener, 5-1 game, tears, ball 1. And for Tennessee to get to the invincible Aschenbeck is a big, big story tonight. That ball is ripped to right center. This time Laviolette is there, and it goes off the wall. Bare hands, fires it in. Rounding and coming home. We got to play at the plate.
What a relay.
Safe at the plate. They missed the tag. (6-1) Tennessee. What an avoiding of the tag. Hunter Ensley. What a read to go inside the tag of Appel.
This ball smashed, KP. I mean, that's a ball 111 feet, 111 miles an hour, 408 feet. Laviolette barehands it and throws a strike to Camarillo, who finishes it off. And Hunter Ensley just pulls a Houdini act. Like, how did he miss Appel? And I think he's safe, y'all.
Wow.
What an adjustment. I think he would
get him on the leg.
Challenging the safe call at the plate. The previous play is under review.
The only place he could have got him was on the leg. And it's a little bit telling that Jackson Appel goes back and tags him after. Generally, that's an indicator that he doesn't think he got him on the way by to start. You can put that whole play on an instructional video.
Yes.
Because the way that Laviolette played it in center field, the way that the relay gave him a chance, and then out of nowhere.
Wow.
He's safe.
He said it as much. You can lip read on the bench. I'm safe. What a slide.
And don't forget, Hunter Ensley did not play in the field in game 1 of this final series because of a hamstring.
Yeah.
And here he is going first to home to score the 6th run of the ball game on just an incredible effort.
It took 2 perfect throws to have a chance. And then it took an absolutely perfect slide.
Didn't Laviolette barehand it off the wall?
He did. One hop off the wall in the spot where the wall is not an easy place to play it. And this is his first inning in center field today. I mean, that was top level all the way around.
At first you think it's leaving the ballpark. 408 feet. That's usually a home run pretty much anywhere. Next thing you know, it looks like the Aggies are off the field. Hunter Ensley just had other ideas.
Josh Elander with the send. It was a pretty wise send, and what a slide. You're going to remember that forever.
High school football players made a few people miss in his day. That's one he will never forget right there.
Waiting on the review of the call of safe at home.
After review, the call of safe is confirmed. Texas A&M is charged with a challenge.
All of this in this inning, 2 outs, nobody on. That's when it started. The Amick single, the Dreiling home run, the Ensley single, and then the Kavares Tears takes one off the right center field wall that have 2 outs, nobody on. Then this game changed in a hurry.
And all against the guy who'd given up 1 run in Evan Oschenbeck. 6-1 Volunteers, and now you can start to count the outs to a championship. A 5-run lead for Rocky Top. Curley elevates to center. Laviolette is there, but how about 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th? A Dreiling 2-run shot and a Houdini act by Hunter Ensley. The Vols are inching closer to their first baseball championship in school history.
Fever, Mercury, we can't get enough. Sunday at 3 p.m. on ESPN.
Time is luxury. The best time of your day.
Just to brush the flies away.
Build and order now at polestar.com.
Leo. Jake from State Farm.
You did it, buddy.
My personal price plan?
Yeah, your price. It's amazing.
Well, you're the one that suggested bundling home and auto, you bundling bundler.
Hey, who's all about getting themselves an affordable price?
I called our agent.
Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan.
It's true.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Formula One at its absolute finest. This is Formula One.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
You back to the NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Well, 2 strike and 2 out hits, a big part of this best-of-3 College World Series final. And they played 3 to now lead by 5 as we enter the 8th inning. Snead stays in the game, and the first pitch to Appel is in there for a strike. If Tennessee wins, it'll get them 60 and a national championship. That'd be the first time that happened since Wichita State in 1989. Middle of the order for A&M, and they need a lot of runners. That's in there for a strike. Right back up the middle. A very good start for a team that needs 5 to tie. Here in the 8th, the leadoff hit for Appel. That's his 2nd hit of the night.
Talked about it earlier. It feels like this is the part of the lineup that if A&M's going to have a chance to come back, it's got to happen right now. Appel shot Burton right in the middle of this lineup. And Appel gets it started with a leadoff single right there.
You got to get a couple here if you're the Aggies. You got to get to within striking distance in the 9th.
Still bullpen activity for the Vols. We saw Dylan Loy up last half inning. The He is back up again as they meet on the mound after the leadoff hit from Appel. Say this too about the home run that Dreiling hit. It was up in the air forever, and the wind is still blowing in, and it still was able to get over that wall.
Yeah, I still trying to figure out how Tears' ball stayed in the park and Dreiling's ball left. Yeah, I mean, you just never know here.
They're going to make the move to Loy. Snead, he did his job when he was able to get Laviolette out on that bounding ball over the first baseman's head to end the last inning. So Loy is coming in. Runner at first, and A&M down 5.
If you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief and reduced fatigue with Rinvoq. Check.
When flares kept trying to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my doctor saw damage, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
For both UC and Crohn's, rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I just want a better grill. One that won't char my wallet. Yeah, join the club.
It'd be cool if products were designed for me.
Right? Be a part of the process.
Yeah, join the club.
I want a softer, more absorbent bath towel that's also antimicrobial.
Yeah, join the club.
Yeah, join the club and get exclusive Members Mark products specially developed to meet our members' highest standards. Join the club. Sam's Club.
Today's Capital One rewarding performance. Captain Clutch, Dylan Dreiling up in the air forever and just over the wall and over the glove of the effort of Caden Sorrell. Manning, Heupel, Barnes, Vol Nation, Rocky Top. They love the 3 runs and the smile on that kid's face. He's got 11 RBIs in this World Series. That is tied for the most by a Tennessee player in a single men's college World Series. Big hit after big hit for Dylan Dreiling. Florida State, and just a little insurance which was necessary. Now the freshman Dylan Loy gets it. And what a spot for a freshman to commit. Yeah. There's nobody out. It's a 6-1 game, but most important, you got a chance for a championship.
Yeah, I'd say Dylan Loy's had a really good year. But he doesn't have a save. 20 appearances, 5 starts, had a good start in the SEC tournament. Doesn't give up a lot of hits. It's primarily sinker slider. But this is different than any situation he's ever come in right here.
A veteran hitter here and Hayden Schott. How big will those 3 runs be when this is all said and done? Good start to throw a strike at 87 miles an hour. That one gets through, and that's going to allow Appel with all his speed now to head down to second base.
Cal Stark just didn't get the glove down there. See the frustration in him. This is a ball that Cal Stark catches 99 out of 100 times, and the glove just a little high. The ball scoots through. The runner moves into scoring position. Again, the Aggies just need a couple. Give yourself a puncher's chance in the 9th.
The cleanup hitter in the batting order, Schott. 2 hits tonight, 8 in this series, and he got a pitch to hit there, but he fouled it straight back. give this pitching staff for Tennessee credit. The first 9 tournament games, A&M was averaging almost 8 runs a game. They got 1 yesterday, and they have 1 tonight. Nagel talked about all his contemporaries who've come here, won a championship. They implied it doesn't really change you, and he politely said, well, I wouldn't mind winning one just to find out.
I'd take one of my own, though.
1-2. Way inside. That one gets to the backstop, and a couple of wild pitches now have moved Appel up to third base. They did call the first one that got through Stark a wild pitch, so that's number 2 here.
That gets some people up and moving around in the bullpen. You got to believe Kirby Connell is somewhere in the mix for the last appearance of his career.
It would be impossible to understand what goes through an individual when they come into a situation like that. But to the point that's been made all night long, when you're in the last game of the season for a championship, it's going to be different. There is Cannell out there. And you mentioned Loy hadn't gotten a save, so just to end the game hasn't happened very often to him. Obviously 5 runs isn't that. But a 2-2 with nobody out pitch on the way. And Schott sends this one to left. Dreiling in the corner, still drifting, now takes off, and so did the ball. He had no chance as it ends up in the seats. Further evidence of just how incredible it was that his ball went over the wall.
Yeah, because no wind blowing, that's an out. It was just enough late to blow it into the stands.
I mean, at one point he looked comfortably under this baseball, and then it wasn't even close to being in play.
Schott trying to bring Appel in from third base. And he will do it up the middle. He delivers another hit. And there is a run for the Aggies. Hayden Schott 3 hits tonight. It's 6-2 and nobody out.
Well, that does get him scrambling, that Tennessee bullpen. Now Kirby Connell is throwing, getting ready as quick as he can. Back-to-back singles and a couple of wild pitches in this inning. And Hayden Schott with a night. Single in the second, single in the sixth. Now the RBI single here in the eighth brings the Aggies back within 4.
First baseman Ted Burton. In there for strike 1. 9 homers, a .286 average on the season for Burton. Cannell and Combs, who was so good yesterday. The righty warming up as well. On a play, and he is ahead 0-2. Vitello made mention of it yesterday too. We're in the 8th, but he said, I'd prefer to be the home team and have a chance in the bottom because the 9th inning is drama no matter what the score is. The son of a longtime coach, Vitello knew he wanted to do this from the time he was real young, be a head coach. There is his dad. Swing and a miss. That's a big punch out from Dylan Loy.
Best slider he has thrown since he came in this game. That was thrown with authority. and you get ahead in an 0-2 count. It makes you feel a little bit better when you're out there. And the freshman kind of, I think, needed this right here for his confidence. Ted Burton all the way out in front and exactly where you want to throw that pitch. 0-2. Make it look like a strike. Dive under the bat and right at the back foot of Ted Burton.
Hayden Sorrell's hit it over the wall 11 times this year. And he gets ahead 0-1. And yeah, we'll see, Kyle. That may have been the big pitch to kind of free him up a little bit.
You got to believe that heartbeat's pumping pretty fast right now. 5-run lead or not, you run out here with only 6 outs to go in the championship game. You're pumping a little bit, no doubt about it.
This one is into left. That's going to get down. That's going to send Dreiling towards the wall, where it goes against the wall. Shots being waved in. Here's the throw home. It's not close, and a double and an RBI. It's now 6-3. Hayden Sorrell.
Here come the Aggies. We talked about it, just a couple. Just give yourself a chance in the ninth. Boy, had the at-bats been really good. Appel with a rocket, shot with a bullet back up the middle, and now Sorrell stays on one. We've been talking about this freshman and how bright his future is. An absolute rocket in the backside gap. Credit Hayden Schott for the tenacity to go first to home on a bum knee, and the Aggies have made this one very interesting.
Here comes Tony Vitello. There won't be another pitch for Loy. This inning started 6-1. They got 2 of the 3 they gave up back. Ali Camarillo is set to hit for the Aggies. Signals for the lefty. Cannell fires one more warm-up pitch, and he will enter from the bullpen and take center stage. He'll inherit a 1-out, 1-on situation with his team. 5 outs away. 5 outs away from a championship. Herbie Cannell comes into the game for the Vols.
20 seconds a week to lose 20% of your weight in a year with diet and exercise. That's the power of GLP-1s through Row. Connect with the provider today at row.co/20.
Any response to the trade rumors we keep hearing about?
Oh, we talking about moving? Not the trade. Not the trade. We talking about moving. No, thank you.
You could use Open Door. Sell your house directly to them. It's easy.
I guess we're moving.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it. Started off as a chip, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I've scheduled an appointment at SafeLight.com. SafeLight Repair.
SafeLight Replace.
Yes!
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
The game is changing, but what drives the game never will. What you have inside. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything. It turns an athlete into a legend. It demands respect. The game will always change, but it never will. Gatorade, is it in you?
Only from SimpliSafe, 24/7 lifeguard protection. This exclusive technology allows SimpliSafe agents to help stop crime in real time.
Stop. Police are on their way.
For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
The NCAA Men's College World Series is presented by Capital One. Monday night in Omaha, the wheels are spinning on both sides. A 6-3 ball game in favor of Tennessee. Hayden Schott just delivered 3 singles, an RBI, and a run. Dreiling's been the hero. He had the homer, a double, 3 RBIs. Sechrist was tremendous as a starter. A couple of things have gone on. Herbie Cannell is in. He has appeared in all of the World Series games, and they have taken Dean Curley out at shortstop and replaced him with Angel Antigua. Ariel, did I say Angel? Ariel Antigua. He came into the game yesterday and played second base. And Ariel now takes over for Curley. We'll try to see if there was an injury or what would cause them to take Curley out of the game.
Well, if you're Tennessee, I think the guy on the mound is the one that you trust the most in any situation. It may not be the most off-the-chart stuff, but nobody has appeared in a baseball game on the mound in the history of Tennessee baseball more than Kirby Connell. Comes in at a big spot here and faces Camarillo to start.
Always the shortstop. Cannell is the Iron Man for the Vols. And that first pitch, he pours it in there for a strike. Missed with a breaking pitch.
Cannell in 5 1/3 here in Omaha has given up 7 hits. Just the 1 earned run, but he has given up a bunch of base hits. One more base hit here would make this thing really interesting.
1-1 to Camarillo. Missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. On a warm night in Omaha, the temperature in this field is rising quickly. Connell ready. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Caden Kent, who's had a monster series, is on deck. Gets it at the letters. Big pitch to go 3-2. Listening into the pitch comm to get the pitch call. Camarillo pulls it foul. As impressive as he's been on the field, Cannell is as popular a guy as this team has. He is wildly popular in the community as well. He gives his time to the fans that ask, and he's certainly given everything he has to this team. That one is in the hole. Antigua's got it. He will fire. Safe at first base. A diving effort by Camarillo and a terrific effort by Ariel Antigua in the hole.
The fact that they even had a chance to make this play. I mean, Antigua does it as well as you possibly can, and just enough speed from Camarillo. All right, shortstop, bring us down.
Well, the pop-up slide gives you the best chance to get to your feet and get something on it. I just marvel at the range of this young shortstop. Not your traditional shortstop body type, but man, can he move his feet and the arm strength to almost finish it off. Camarillo laying his body on the line to get there, and really a missed opportunity by Sorrell to not be on third base there with 1 out. But you want to know why Antigua's in the game for Curley. It's plays like that right there.
Here comes Caden Kent. He is the tying run here in the top of the 8th inning. Swings at the first one off speed. His father, longtime MLB player Jeff Kent, has come out of his seat, and everyone is either up or on the edge of theirs. He singled up the middle his last time up. And that's another good breaking pitch, and he is in an 0-2 hole.
Back-to-back sliders right there, and you got to think that Connell's just going to expand off, maybe bring it a little bit closer, but I'd be surprised at this point if he sees anything other than a breaking ball.
0-2. He chased. What a job by Cannell. As he moved further and further away from the plate, and a huge second out, but here we go again with Ryan Targac.
I mean, that's pitching 101 right there. 3 straight breaking balls, and when you get ahead, expand the zone. If he doesn't swing, bring it in a little bit further. Doesn't have to right there. 0-2 slider gets Caden Ken swinging, and now the Aggies will go back to the bench for a pinch hitter.
Oh, Targac
is still in there. All right. Wouldn't this be something?
Stayed in to play second base. It's so loud, it's hard to hear that pitch calm. Targac's ready, not here. The 12th man for the Aggies, wearing the most important number. Strike one, a slider at the knees. Another one, and how about the last 5 pitches from Kirby Connell?
One thing he's always been able to do is spin that breaking ball. There's a reason they trust him. Not afraid to put the ball in the strike zone with a whole bunch of different pitches in spots like this.
He is ready. 0-2. Way outside. Look at the job that Stark is doing to navigate Connell through this inning. One and two. Fire got him swinging, and look at the reaction from Kirby Connell on the Volunteers bench.
That's why you bring him in. You trust that slider, and he does too. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kirby Connell to get the Vols back in the dugout to the bottom of the 8th. It is 6-3 Tennessee.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you.
Baseball is a sport, pero la verdad es que para nosotros el béisbol es otra cosa. El béisbol es otra cosa.
With Capital One, what's in your wallet?
The salty air, the golden light. Reflections of who you were, who you are, and who you're becoming. Luxury meets performance. Peter Millar.
Refresh your senses with a kick of citrus flavor. Do the do. Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek.
After the drama there at the top of the 8th in Omaha, hi, I'm Scott Van Pelt getting set for Sports Center. We're going to have full highlights and more reaction from this game. The key moments in post-game coverage. Game 7, Stanley Cup Final. Florida's got a 2-1 lead there. We're going to hear from J.J. Redick about the challenges as he takes over as the head man of the Los Angeles Lakers. That and more on the way. Now back to Omaha. Carl Ravitch. Ravi?
All right, SVP, good game 7, great game 3 here as Aschenbeck trying to keep it at 6-3.
Slow day in sports, huh? Yeah. Game 3 here, game 7 Stanley Cup Finals, and J.J. Redick gets a head job.
Oh, and 2 out of play. It goes off the bat of Peebles. 6-3 ball game. How about Kirby Connell getting that job done with that slider?
Clutch pitches. I mean, that's what he's known for. That's what he delivered. But the Aggies did get themselves a chance. And not just the 2 runs, but to get yourself back to the top of the order, right? You're right back to the most dangerous part of the order. And if you're in that Tennessee dugout right now, you would love a couple more.
It's a good point, too, you made about maybe Antigua going in for defensive reasons. Curley had the last at bat. He was the last guy up. Flew out to center, so we start with Peebles behind him. And Antigua nearly had one of the great web gems of this game.
Yeah, there's just not a ton of swing and miss in that Tennessee bullpen. Granted, Connell just did get a couple strikeouts there. And like you said, Curley's probably had his last at bat. And at this point, you just, whatever you think your best 9 defenders are, you got to have them out there.
That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball is laced into the left field corner. It is cut off there. Stark heads for second as the ball was bobbled, and he's diving in. What an effort for Stark. They know they may need another, and he is in there with a double.
Tennessee has hit more balls hard off of Aschenbeck in the last 2 innings than maybe anybody has in the last month. And here it is again right here. Remember, 2 outs, nobody on in that last inning. And they get 4 straight hits to score 3 runs. Now Cal Stark comes up to the plate. Base is empty. Grahovac, who started this game, played most of it at third base. Can't field it right there. Stark's on there with a 1-out double, and that turns this Tennessee lineup over.
They'll give Grahovac an error, so single E7 as he didn't field it cleanly. And here we go with Christian Moore. Big swing from Simo, and you can hear his name being chanted by Vols fans, who most are standing now. Off the end of the bat, Moore led this game off with a homer. He has since struck out and popped out to right, but he is the straw that stirs it all for this team offensively. And then you have guys like Burke, who hit it hard, Triley, who left the building. Aschenbeck is set on an 0-2.
Well, we talked about them needing insurance runs, right? What better opportunity right here? Runner in scoring position for Moore and Burke as you try to stretch this thing to 4 with just 3 outs to go on defense.
Good idea. Back-to-back changeups. Try to come back, elevate the fastball. There's probably room in, but if you go in with a fastball, you just better not mess over the plate.
6'1", 216 pounds is Moore. Swing and a miss. He chased up. Nice job by Aschenbeck to pick up the punch out. The 78th annual NBA draft, now a 2-day event. First round, you can see it Wednesday at 8 on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes. Second round is Thursday at 4 Eastern time on ESPN. Atlanta Hawks have the first pick. Who are they going to take on Wednesday? That's 8 Eastern, ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes. Scott Van Pelt will probably have more on that on SportsCenter, which follows our game, as well as post-game coverage. And you can get more post-game coverage of this game over on the SEC network as well. 6-3. Blake Burke, who has looked as comfortable as anybody at the plate and hit it hard 4 times. Swings and misses at the first one.
I would be very careful right here. Amick actually does better against righties than lefties. I know he got a base hit last time, but Blake Burke has been dialed in all game long.
Not there. They'll throw behind the runner. They get him out on a rundown. Stark to third, and he is tagged out. Heads up play there by Appel to throw behind Cal Stark. Connell is ready, so is everyone else. 9th inning coming up. A&M needs 3.
The USA Basketball Foundation is looking for future champions to help empower our youth, provide access and opportunity to women, and share in our mission for social.
At CC's Pizza, dreams come true, but the best part is you, and you, and you!
Why you haven't done it already, my man? It started off as a chip and grew into a crack, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I went ahead and scheduled an appointment online at safelight.com. Told them to meet us here at the beach.
Let's get started.
Oh, Safe-Light Repair.
Safe-Light Replace.
Yeah!
Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
Safe-Light Repair, Safe-Light Replace.
Keep going, keep going.
Welcome back, everyone. There has been so much emotion, and why wouldn't there be? This is the final game of the 2024 college baseball season. The Volunteers. Kirby Connell did his job. He got a couple of punch-outs there. He's not on the mound as we begin the ninth, but man, they are trying to do a lot. Win their first ever championship and kind of blow up this idea that as a one seed, you can't win this thing. It hasn't been done in a long time. The team from South Florida, Miami, did it in 1999. That was the first year of the national seeds. This year, 7 of the 8 teams that showed up were national seeds. The only one that wasn't was Florida. So Combs will come in now, and he picked up the first win yesterday in relief. He was outstanding. He's going to be charged with trying to get the final 3 outs.
Yeah, and he got 12 outs yesterday. 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, did not give up any runs, but threw 63 pitches. Now on to try to finish this out and give Tennessee a national title.
First pitch fastball above the letters to Gavin Grahovac. A&M has the top of the order up.
Yep.
Combs himself out of Inspiration Academy, the IMG Academy in Florida. On a 1-0, he's ready. That's a good pitch. 94 miles an hour.